Hello students, today I am going to explain the next concept, multiplication of integers. In my last video I had explained the properties of addition and subtraction for integers. So we already learned in my last video. So now we are going to next concept, that is multiplication of integers. So when we multiply the two integers, so what will be the product? So see here, so I'll take the one positive integer, that is 3, into and one negative integer, that is minus 4. Okay, how to multiply? First we have to multiply the sign. So here plus 3. Yes, this is understood. Remember that this is understood. Okay, here plus. The plus into minus is minus. 4 3s are 12. When we multiply the two, one positive integer and one negative integer, we will get negative integer. If we take the another example, that is minus 2 into 6. Okay, here plus. Yes, first we have to multiply the sign. The plus into minus is minus, 6 2s are also 12. So both are integers. Okay, so in generally we can write it as a into minus b is equal to minus ab. This is in general. In general we can write it as a into minus b is equal to, so first we have to multiply sign, plus into minus is minus, and then we have to multiply numbers, that is integers. A into b is equal to ab. This is multiplication of one positive and a negative integer. The next one is multiplication of both negative integers. When we multiply the two negative integers, what will be the product? So here I will take an example, that is one negative integer minus 5 and other one is negative integer minus 6, and this is multiplication. When we multiply these two numbers, first we have to multiply sign, that is minus into minus is plus, 6 into 5 is 30. So this is also a integer, this is positive integer. When we multiply two negative integers, we get a positive integer. In the another example, this is minus 7 into minus 3, minus into minus plus, 7 3s are 21. This is also a integer. So in generally we can write it as minus a into minus b is equal to ab. This is general form. In generally we can write it as. Okay. Now the next one is multiplication of two or more negative integers. Okay, in some time we have to multiply three negative integers or four negative integers. So here I will take the first one is three negative integers. The 3 means odd. When we multiply the odd integers, what will be the product? See here in the first example, minus 3 into minus 2 into minus 1. First we have to multiply minus 3 into minus 2. That is minus into minus plus, 3 into 2 is 6, into this one is into. Okay, and minus 1. So plus into minus is minus, 6 into 1 is 6. This is negative integer. So when we multiply the odd integers, we get a negative integer. The product will be the negative integer. If the integers are more than 3, that means it is an even integer. If the integers are even, so see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 integers. If you multiply the even integers, what will be the product? The product is, see here, when we multiply minus 1 into minus 5, the minus into minus plus, 5 into 1 is 5. Into minus into minus plus, 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 5s are 40. This is the negative integer. So when we multiply the even integers, we get a positive integer. Remember that. So whatever I write here, just copy in your class work. So whatever I write here, just copy in your class work. Okay. So whatever I written here, just copy in your classwork. Okay, next we move on to the next concept. Okay, next we move on to the next concept, that is properties of multiplication of integers. In the last video, we learned that properties of addition and subtraction for integers. We know that which property we learned. So the properties are closure property, associative property, commutative property. Here also we discuss the closure, commutative and associative, and another one is distributive property under multiplication. Okay, the first one is closure property under multiplication. So here I'll take the two integers. Okay, the two integers are, one is negative integer, another one is also negative integer. When we multiplying these two integers, we get the also integer. This is also integer. Yes. So 10 5 is 50. See here, 9 minus 9 into minus 2, the 9 2s are minus into minus plus, and 9 2s are 18. This is also integer. So what is closure property? Closure property means when two integers are multiplied, we get also integer. The product is also integer. That property is called what? Closure property under multiplication. So in generally we can write it as a into b is equal to ab is an integer. So in generally we can say that what? Integers are closed under multiplication. So what is closure property? Closure property means when two integers are multiplied, the product is also a integer. Okay. And second property is commutative property of multiplication. So here also I'll take the two integers, that is 3 into 4. 3 into 4 is 12. The commutative means we know that 4 into 3 is also 12. That is LHS is equal to RHS. When we multiply the two integers, we get LHS is equal to RHS. So in generally we can say that integers are commutative under multiplication, because it is also integer and LHS is equal to RHS. So that integers are commutative under multiplication. So in generally we can write it as, here a into b is equal to b into a. This is commutative property. Okay. The next one is multiplication of 0. So the any number is multiplied with 0, we get a 0. So this is multiplication of 0 with integers. So here integers are any integers. If the positive or negative integer, we can multiply with 0, we get a 0. See here example, 8 into 0 is 0. Minus 7 into 0 is also a 0. 0 into minus 19 is also 0. 0 into 100 is also 0. That means any number is multiplied with 0 or any integer is multiplied with 0, we get a product is also 0. So this is multiplication of 0. In generally we can write it as a into 0 is equal to 0 and 0 into a is also 0. In generally we can write it as, see here, a into 0 is equal to 0 into a is equal to 0. Okay. The